Hi guys! So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that is kind of serious, pretty serious to be exact, and that is safe sex and birth control. I feel like they both kind of go hand in hand. When you do have birth control, you are practicing safe sex. So that is what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be talking about my experience with the Nexplanon, which as you can see right here, it does look kind of gross. I did just get it replaced on Wednesday this past week, so it is still healing. So if you want to see my experience with the Nexplanon birth control, then just keep on watching. So I've had the Nexplanon in since I was about 18 years old. If you don't know what that is, it is a form of birth control that they do stick in your arm. It's good for 3 years, and pretty much all it does is it's a plastic little white stick in your arm and it just releases hormones. The nice thing about the Nexplanon is that you don't need to remember to take a pill. It's every 3 years, which is super helpful for me since I can barely even remember to take my regular pills on a normal and consistent basis. And for me, it is super nice because I don't see a period anymore. So I haven't seen my period in about six years, I think it is, because I got it replaced 3 years ago. I did get a period then, so you know. So pretty much those are some of the pros that have worked for me. Again, everybody's experiences are different. No one is going to have the exact same reaction, side effects, all that other fun stuff. Because remember, we are putting medicine in our arms, and you know, it's going through the body, it's being regulated through the body, so you know. I, however, have really only experienced the acne part of being on Nexplanon. I have read a couple of stories where, you know, it just doesn't work for some people. Obviously, that is normal, you know, some people like the pill, some people don't like the pill. When I did start on birth control when I was 16 years old, I did start with the patch, and then I just kind of grew out of that. I think that at least everyone should give the Nexplanon a shot sometime in their life. I've always had really great experiences with it. I cannot say anything bad about it. I personally love it. I would not get any other form of birth control now if I had the option to. My best friend does get a depot shot. She really likes hers. However, hers are in the hip and they're every 3 months. I don't know if I could do every 3 months. I just like the one and done, call it good. I would say that one of the things that I really don't like is changing it every 3 years. I did like having it in for 3 years, and I do. And then I, you know, need to get it out, and then it just kind of looks like this. It is kind of in its last stages of like healing and all that other fun stuff, so it doesn't look as bad. So if you're unaware on how Nexplanon is inserted, I can kind of go through with you quick on how that happens. Pretty much it is just under the skin, just barely, so you can feel it underneath your arm. Obviously, what they do is they inject you with Novocaine because they are going to be cutting into your arm and they don't want you to feel any pain. So they just inject you with a little Novocaine, and then for me, since I had already had Nexplanon inserted before, what they did was they did a small cut over the old scar, and then they just pushed on my skin. So as you can see, the scar's kind of right here. They pushed on my skin to get it out. And then they injected me with more Novocaine in the cavity once it was out. And then they take like a little gun thing that it's already loaded into, and then they just push the new one in. It's super simple. I think I walked in at like 9:45. I had to do, you know, some other stuff before I actually saw my doctor. And it was literally maybe only like 10 minutes. It was super painless, super easy. And it's just something that I really wanted to talk to you guys about because, you know, if you are of age, you should be practicing safe sex. I was that person in high school who was always getting mad at their friends about the fact that they were not using condoms and they were not using birth control. And it used to always grind my gears so much when nobody listened to me because I felt like I was talking to no one. If you are going to be having sex, if you are of the age to be having and practicing safe sex, birth control is absolutely necessary when it comes to sex. I myself, even being 23 years old right now, am not not under any circumstances ready to have a baby. Pretty much what it comes down to is just I would rather be safe and know that there is not going to be any type of uh-oh or oops or we were too intoxicated that we forgot to put a condom on. I know that I am 100% safe and that I am not going to get pregnant. Now, just because you are on birth control doesn't mean that you shouldn't be using some other form of protection. You should still be using condoms. Condoms are super important too because they do prevent STDs, HIVs, all that other fun stuff that is not fun and scary and just dangerous. So please, if you take anything from this video, please make it that you are going to be practicing safe sex, getting condoms, getting birth control, doing all the things that are necessary to keep yourself healthy and to keep your partner healthy too. Alright, I know this video was kind of intense, kind of deep, kind of out there. I just really don't want to see anybody having any babies that they aren't ready for. The most important thing is that when you want to have a child, that you are ready to have children and that you are emotionally, physically, financially prepared to have a child. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions, you can feel free to leave them in the comment box down below. And as always, you are always free to like and subscribe. I will see you next week for my next video. Bye.